What up, ranch hands? Welcome back to the channel. 1883 season 1 episode number 6. Couldn't remember what number episode we were on. Episode 6, and we're coming off a really sad one. NS died. Nikki called it out pretty early in the episode, and
I didn't want to be right.
It was really tough, but you kind of saw it coming, and there were a lot of conversations, whether it was with Margaret or with James, about consequences, some decisions, like life choices, and then like the impact that it's going to have on you and the people around you. And there was a bunch of that going on.
Word.
So we ended up seeing a lot of decisions leading to certain consequences. And it was really unfortunate because I was questioning whether these two cowboys were someone that we could trust. And it ended up turning into like a legitimate love and relationship. And they were talking about future and having a baby and like, what are you going to stick around if I get pregnant and all that stuff. And dude ends up dying at the end of the episode to these bandits that people kept talking about because, I mean, obviously nature and the terrain and the environment they got to deal with is a big enough obstacle as it is. Now you're going to add the human element and the people trying to rob you, take stuff from you. It's a tough situation.
But he did try to protect her. That's why he went forward without her. It was very, very sweet and sucks.
Yeah, it's very difficult because she's young. Obviously, this is the first time that she's experienced this kind of thing. And I'm just wondering where she goes now with her. Because she had a very bubbly attitude, very positive, adventurous mindset that she was bringing to this. And her mom was even like, I can't wait for you to see the world through my eyes. And she kept talking about how envious she is of her because of the way she approaches life and the way she's been living life. And the voiceover at the end basically said that was all gone. And now I see the world through my mother's eyes.
Well, I mean, how like that's so lovely though, to think of like, I was able to provide this life for my child, that they are privileged enough to not have to think about the horrible things in life that another person has seen because you've been able to raise them in such a way that they've lived privileged.
And I'm fully anticipating her to not be her same self that we've seen through these first handful of eepisodes.
Which makes me sad.
I mean, the fact that she was able to pull the gun and kill that bandit without even blinking. Yeah, she didn't even blink. So I think she's going to get a lot more ruthless. I think she's going to be a little bit more cold. And the impact that James felt, that episode hit me hard. Because James had a talk with him about like the idea, like, you hurt my daughter and like she's my heart and this and that. It's like, as a girl dad, like I felt that so much. And then seeing his eyes get watery by watching the reaction of his daughter being upset about the loss of this dude, like that shit hit hard. Okay. And like, even as a father, what is his response gonna be now? Is he gonna allow her to like go off and hang out, or is he gonna like ring it in a little bit, be like, we're staying close as a family. No one's going off anywhere doing anything extra because I gotta protect you guys. I gotta protect you from yourselves. I gotta protect you from other people. So I feel like this is gonna have a massive impact. Choices have consequences, and I'm really curious to see how the consequences of what went down at the end of this episode is going to have an impact on these characters, because I think it's gonna impact John. I mean, I really don't think Elsa is gonna be the same type of person. I don't think she's gonna be as engaging in terms of trying to have a relationship with other people now, because it's like the first person I loved, outside of like your family, obviously, he got murdered. Like, how do you bounce back from that? That's so tough.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would hate to see that. Like, my bubbly little daughter has been changed forever.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, again, just add it to the list of stuff that they're already dealing with. People within their camp is causing problem. They've had to leave people behind. And again, you don't have a clean road to drive. So you don't know what kind of terrain you're going to be dealing with. You don't know if there's more bandits out there. You don't know if you're going to friggin' stumble upon a giant bear that's going to rip you apart or try to take your shit from you.
I didn't think about that.
There's all kinds of shit that could potentially be happening. And just adding the human element and the emotion of what you're already dealing with. This show has been intense and it's been emotional, and it just keeps raising the stakes every episode. Mm-hmm. And last one was no different. So here we go. Ready for episode 6?
Yeah.
Let's go.
We move toward Doan's Crossing and the Red River, and tragedy's next opportunity to ravage what's left of us. My mother says the pain will fade, and the good memories will return. I suppose that's true.
Dude.
Okay.
Every person on this planet will endure this pain until they are the cause of it for another. Someday I'll die and shatter hearts too, but that is not today. Today I am living, and I'm the shadow.
Oh, God. This is when, like, being a mommy, like, really is tough.
How's she doing?
Not how you expect.
Damn it. These damn movies, shows, get me every time. And the music, God. She started her period.
Where you going?
I need some privacy.
Why you need privacy?
I got my period.
I think she was looking for a baby. I get it. You wanted to have something of him.
Death is everywhere. It follows us like a stray dog, waiting to devour us like scraps. The pain it causes is so acute, so complete. It's hard to understand how it benefits us as a species. What purpose does pain serve? I understand desire and fear and love. And how they protect us and better our lives and bring new life. But grief, if I weren't so consumed by it, it would baffle me.
I know how you feel. A lot of people are going to tell you that. Whether it's truth or not, I don't know.
I want a pep talk from
But I
Sam
know it's
Elliott.
true when I say it. I've sat right where you're sitting, thinking the same thing, thinking I don't want to live without them. Don't see the point. Still do most days. But here I am, living without them. My reasons be different than yours. I don't have anyone left who loves me. You do. I tell you why I'm still shucking air today. I'm headed to the ocean.
The ocean.
And Patsy Scout told me once, when you love somebody, you trade souls with them. They get a piece of yours and you get a piece of theirs. But when your love dies, a little piece of you dies with them.
It sure does. Oh, God.
But that little piece of him is still inside you, and he can use your eyes to see the world. I'm taking my wife to the ocean,
God, yeah.
and I'm gonna sit on the beach and let her see it.
I'm trying to keep it together in this episode. Fuck.
You know, I'm gonna see her. That's my dream.
Oh my God.
In the meantime, the herd could sure use its cowgirl.
No, don't fall out, don't fall out, don't fall out. That was some of the nicest things. Fuck.
I think she needed that.
She did. Especially from somebody who knows how it feels to lose basically everybody you love. I mean, she lost the one, he's lost a couple. His wife and child, right?
Where are you going now?
She's trying so hard to be supportive.
Back to work.
Good job, honey.
Shea coming in with the MVP talk right there. It was, like, anytime someone at the stature of like Sam Elliott or Shea in the show, it's like, and they start getting emotional and they start, like, you start hearing the, like,
He was crying. He had tears.
but like you start hearing his voice change. Oh man, these badass cowboys have some very deep feelings.
Wasn't Ennis in that shot with the other cowboy?
He
Did they
was.
just replace him with somebody else?
I wasn't looking.
Is that a spoiler? I mean, I know they're gonna pick up another cowboy and a cook when they get to Dones.
And this show, very emotional. You know what that shot just made me think of? This is very much Similar to, oh,
Texas and Oklahoma.
you think about like The Walking Dead. It's almost like in reverse. Mm-hmm. But like it's still like they have this group of people approaching this little settlement. I'm like, are they gonna pull guns on you and be like, get the fuck out of here, or are they gonna be nice?
Yeah.
It's like this is the beginning of the world. I mean, obviously that's like the end of the world, but it made me think of that.
If you need something from the traders, I'll get it for you. You stay here, keep them kids close. As many thieves as traders out there.
My husband's things. I have to sell them.
Yes, ma'am. I get them sold.
Her hair is amazing. The curls are everything. What are you shaking your fucking head at there, mister? Don't love the way you're looking.
What?
Oh shit, she don't like it either.
Use what? It's a free country. I can look at whatever I want, judging by the way you dress. You don't mind it.
I mind it.
What are you gonna do about it?
Oh shit.
You gonna shoot me, little girl?
Goddamn right I
It's harder to do than you think.
am. No, it ain't.
He comes real natural to me.
We was just funning, and she pulls iron.
I guess she wasn't having too much fun.
Damn right. Damn right.
I put it down, okay?
James.
I don't want to waste looking over my shoulder for you.
You won't find us if you do. We just heading to Fort Worth.
Well, I'd be headed that way.
That other one's got a hell of a mustache.
Dude.
What is wrong with you?
Give it to me. You don't point this at anyone unless you plan on using it.
I was gonna use it.
Go to camp. You wait there.
You feel like you're losing her. Or that you've already lost her.
Pretty short fuse on that girl.
Oh, I love this lady.
It's not long.
Some of them cowgirls is ranker than the cowboys, like they ain't never had a mother.
I'm her mother.
Oops.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Would you like a lemonade?
I would not. Thank you.
How about a whiskey punch? Look like you could use it.
Would you join me?
Sister, I've been joining you since noon.
I like her already. You have ice? What the fuck?
Ice.
My husband bought a block in Fort Worth in January. Got the ice box down our well. 100-pound block will last till June if we don't get in there much. This is the last of it, and I ain't letting one bit go to waste.
Damn, that's a hell of a pour.
Also, you have ice.
Sorry. Thank you.
Children can have that effect. Mine sure did.
That's so sweet.
How was it?
Not worth going.
They never are. Stars for a blanket, ground for a bed. Good horse, open country. That's all a cowboy needs. Guess it's all a cowgirl needs too.
He's sweet.
Oregon.
I mean, he's no Ennis, but...
Yep. Once I get there, how the hell am I supposed to get back?
Thought that was Robert Baratheon. That looked just like him
Send you wherever you want to go.
from the wide shot.
You know who else would have been good at this?
Why can't they cook
Bray
for
Wyatt.
themselves? Can't do much of nothing for themselves. Which
Watch
way you
his
going?
gator. No.
I think it's the
South
one
Bend.
police officer from Yellowstone.
Drop into Salt Lake and head west from there. You won't beat the winter.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about beef? Because there ain't shit for game once you hit Kansas. Fit the head, what else you gonna do? You buy the supplies, and I'm 150 a month plus the freight home. Deal. My chuck wagon, so it's my rules. They eat what I cook. They don't like it, they can complain to somebody else because I don't want to fucking hear it.
I will gladly eat whatever you prepare, sir. If there is meat in it, I'm eating it.
Lord Jesus, be with me.
Oh, shit.
It's praying. Shit.
He's like, I'm cool and safe just sitting here. I'm gonna go on the road with you folks. That sounds dangerous. He mentioned Wyoming. Are we gonna get to see the train station?
There's gonna be a school here next year. 10 years. There wasn't nothing, not a soul in this country. And now there's gonna be a school. That's progress.
I'm not even sure I know what that word means anymore.
I love this lady so much.
Nobody does.
Oh, I like her a lot. She seems like a fun drinking buddy.
Miss Carol?
Miss Carol.
Carol, I need to supply up.
Write down what you take. I'll be there in a minute.
Write down what you take.
You better be honest.
Please be a good person. Please be a good person. Please be a good person.
Give you $35 for all.
I'll take it.
You want cash? You want trade?
Cash. Pretty.
Uh-huh. From France.
What you doing with it?
If you ain't got money, people will trade away anything. Further away you get from concrete, the more worthless those pretty things become.
How much for it?
$50.
$50.
50?
No damn concrete around here.
Because when I take it to the concrete, it's worth 50.
Dang.
Tell you what, it's 15. Keep that 35 and we even.
That was really sweet. But also you can trade it later, so it's probably gonna be good. Good trade.
I think he's gonna give it to. What's her
I'm
name?
sure.
Yeah.
It's a really nice thing to do.
All the way to Oregon with them?
That's the plan. These folks are a work in progress.
Y'all have any trouble with bandits?
We had our share.
I've been in my fair share of gunfights, and I ain't trying to get in another one. 100 a month, you say?
Dude.
She is busted right now. Leave her alone.
I'll ride the trail with you.
Grab your gear, toss it in that second wagon.
Well, everything I own strapped to the saddle.
His mind shifted real quick when he saw Elsa. Damn it.
Watch your fucking tone, bud.
You aren't on with us? Got nothing better to do. What's her deal?
She was paired up with Ennis till Comanchero shot him. She plugged that son of a bitch 3 times in the chest.
Ennis got killed?
Yeah, she won't be in the mood for you.
They're all in the mood for me.
Oh, you about to die right now?
She doesn't have her pistol.
Look at, even he shook his head.
Hi, my name's Colton. What's yours?
Oh, shit.
What do I call you?
You don't.
Oh, shit. I love her.
Ennis was a friend of mine. He was a good hand. I'm sorry he's gone.
Me too.
If I can do anything, let me know.
There's nothing to do.
Oh, we have to worry about Colton.
I hope not.
She's in mourning like a damn widow.
She is a widow.
This one's getting you, huh?
Oh, my God.
You go looking for trouble, you gonna find it every time.
I wasn't looking for nothing, and it still found me.
Never seen it before.
Hey, I gotta go study the river.
Oh, boy.
Can I trust you to stay here?
Yep, this long. As long as this is.
You're gonna feel sick later.
Oh,
That's the look that you give. You know that? You have that same look. Stop having fun. I need you to do stuff.
Oh,
Oh, shit. I want to hang out with Margaret and Carol.
They won't ever make it.
holy
Holy
Run the cattle
shit.
across first. Take the wagons over one by one. And I mean us. It'll take all day, but we'll lose half of them. We'll let them immigrants do it. How are we getting them immigrants across? Take all day, too. At least nobody drowns.
We should be in Kansas by now. At some point, they gotta learn to do things for themselves.
The only thing they're gonna learn crossing that is how to die.
That is. Dude, that looks intense as hell.
Don't think this is the place to try and teach them something, Captain.
It's this to the Rockies. Then it's worse. If they can't cross a fucking river, how are they gonna cross the mountains? Or the goddamn desert we go through first?
Don't get mad. We ain't got to do what the farmer say. If you want to swim across the river, then we'll swim across the river.
I'm mad because he's right.
There's that.
That's brutal.
Wherever we're going, it better be paradise, because it's costing us a daughter. He asked me, it's a shitty trait.
We ain't trading nothing.
She killed a man, and she was about to kill another. I look in her eyes, and a person staring back at me I don't recognize. I will never forgive you for this.
You don't forgive me? I don't forgive me.
Oh, God, y'all. Like, you think I hate this? Right? You think you hate this? I fucking hate it just as much as you do.
You didn't see the way he was looking at me.
She's still on it.
Wouldn't matter if you did. Men don't know how to read that look. Only know how to give it.
I'm gonna tell you a story. You gonna listen. I think I've earned that right. Hope I have.
And listen.
First man I killed was just a boy. Younger than you. The reason companies have flag bearers is so soldiers know to stay with their group. And generals on the hill can track the progress of the battle. So much dust and smoke in battle. It's hard to make out the enemy. You can't tell your men from theirs. But you can always look up and see the flags. So we shoot flag bearers first. And I did. That boy's face was burned into my brain. The whole world seemed to stop as this boy's looking right at me. By the end of the battle, I'd killed so many men. I couldn't remember what that boy looked like. Still can't. That man you shot was already dead. Whether we hanged him or he bled out, this time when this earth was done. You did not kill him. Understand? The meanest thing you can do to yourself is hate somebody else. I know what it feels like to hate the world.
Oh my God, dude.
You don't want to feel it, honey. Be sad, miss him, cry yourself blind. You leave hating to me.
It's a good dad right there. Protecting his daughter the best that he can.
Are you, good?
No, I have something in my throat. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I got $35. Wish it was more, but it was fair.
There's stew in the pot if you're hungry.
Yeah. Where'd you find meat?
It's rabbit. Figured out the shotgun.
Oh, hey! Hell yeah, get it.
Got you something.
This is so sweet.
Why would you buy me this?
Well, if I look like you, I figure I'd stare myself.
This is a present.
Yes, it is.
You won't marry me. You won't love me. But you'll buy me gifts.
You're sad. I'm scared. I can give you something that makes you happy and protects you. Don't see the crime in it.
You want me happy.
Of course I do.
You want me to feel safe.
Yes, ma'am.
That's love. Me letting you take care of me is not fear. It's loving you back.
Are we in front of everybody right now in camp?
I think they're off on the side somewhere.
Do I look scared to you? I'm not the scared one. You are.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's in love. That was really sweet.
I laid in the grass, closed my eyes, and I saw him, laughed at his goofy hair. Felt the electricity of his touch. I laid in the grass, and I loved him. Then I opened my eyes, and I could see color again. Elsa. That's my name.
It'll come in handy to know it.
Don't bother flirting with me.
Why not?
You're too pretty for me. I prefer to be the pretty one. Bet you prefer it too.
You drive my horse across the river. I'll drive the wagon.
I'm perfectly capable.
I ain't questioning what you're able to do. There's 3 times as many things that can go wrong in the water with that. You can not forgive me all you want. Add this to your list of reasons, but I ain't losing you to a river.
You're forgiven.
Why do I feel like now she's gonna die? They had a moment.
Stop
It's very
it.
sweet. And now she's gonna die. And now he's gonna have to raise her children. I don't want to be right. Please stop killing people.
Good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Oh, we're going back to ma'am?
No more, ma'am. Noemi. Good morning, Noemi.
Morning, Noemi.
You're so sweet. Stop. They're gonna kill somebody. They're gonna do it. Getting attached. No, they're gonna kill
I think
them.
all these folks are dying for the most part.
Killed off Ennis. Just fell in love with Ennis.
Springs back in your step, I see.
You're the only person who talked to me about him. Thank you.
Her dimples are everything.
You don't like the water, huh?
And he's excited. The water's his favorite part.
Better let him at it then.
Okay.
It's like a daughter.
He's like grandpa.
I know, look at... Stop. Oh, God.
We were leaving Texas, entering the Indian Territory, and redefining our meaning of unknown. Far from the cities that have paved the world away, and the farms which have tamed it into a resource. We were no longer under the cloud of civilization. Only sky above us now. No more walking over bridges. Out here, we swim horseback through rivers. There is nowhere to chain love to vows and ceremony. Out here, love burns through you like a fever. And when the devil comes to rip that love from you, there is no funeral with somber speeches that dull our senses and deaden our hearts. Out here, you turn toward the pain as it tears into you, and you let it. When you do, the devil gets bored. He seeks another soul to eat, and you get to live again.
That's a shot right there.
How are they going to get those wagons across this river?
That is wild.
That river looks a lot deeper
Deeper.
than the last one they tried to cross.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, thankfully, you know, they're not like lakes they have to cross. It's,
I mean, at least you can go
rivers.
around a lake.
Exactly. Exactly, but you know, it's not like a huge distance, but it's just enough to lose everything. It's wild.
One question not relevant to this episode that made me think as they showed up to this trading post. In the Yellowstone, they have so much land. How did James, and I'm hoping that they get into this, I'm just like, this is where my brain's at, I wanted to get it out. How does James take over the land and expand it to the level that, I don't know if he's the one who does it or the next one or the one after that, but like, how do they maintain and keep and just expand the Yellowstone to what we saw in the show?
Well, I mean, there's fences.
Yeah, it's just one of those things to where there's
How
so
do you
many threats.
fence in, yeah, and
There's-
how do you
yeah.
protect all of that?
And how do you, like, because the land's so big, if you don't have someone over in this area, like, how do you,
Ranch hands.
like, yeah, but I mean, we're not there yet.
Oh, I know.
And I mean, he's gonna show up with his family. I'm just,
And
that's
how
kind
does
of,
he decide that this is the land that I'm going to claim
Yeah.
and this is how much of it?
yeah.
I don't know. I
And
think
how
there has
protecting
to,
it. Like, I just,
Yeah, I don't know how that all works.
That's kind of like my rhetorical question for right now is where my brain's at, because I'm sure they'll get into it. But it's just one of my thoughts as they came up on this trading post. Like, how do people not just show up and just take over that whole place?
Yeah,
it's
be like I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm taking it over.
So that's kind of where my head was at there. But what an episode. I mean, the emotion, and I mean, Shea coming in, and I feel like his talk with Elsa, it didn't initially lead to her snapping out of her mood, but I think it helped her get to the point to where she could move forward and have a positive memory and think happy thoughts versus the sad thoughts.
Really loved, like, a piece of you dies, but a piece of them lives with you.
Yeah.
And it's like
he's going to the ocean so his wife could see through his eyes.
That's really sweet, because that's a really good feeling and a really good thought that like I live so that I can show you everything.
And then the talk James had with her, which I think really kind of pushed her over, getting past this, because I mean,
you're not a killer,
right? I mean, it's a really difficult thing to get past, and to have the expectation of her at her age experiencing what she's experienced to like get over this quickly. But it obviously shows that she's got a really good support system around her. And I mean, Shea, dude's total grandpa status without question, because James is obviously her father. And the talk that he had with her, just mentioning the idea of like, leave the evil, leave the negative to me, leave the hate to me. You don't worry about it. That dude was going to die regardless if you pulled the trigger or not, because we were going to handle him. And the way he protected her from killing the one random little guy who was like staring at her, it's like he had to do that. He had to go and protect her, because that would have been probably a really bad situation if she killed that guy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that would have turned
bad situation
into
for her, bad situation
everyone.
for the whole group,
Yeah.
like bad situation for the entire trading post.
Everyone involved. It would have turned into a really, really bad situation. And so the idea that Shea had that talk with her at the beginning, and then James had the talk with her at the end, I feel like those two, very different tones also. I mean, James, they're both very rugged and hardcore and tough, but Shea has that emotion in him that, I mean, it doesn't come out the same with James. Like, you know, it's in there with him, but he feels like he's more numb to the shit that he's been through, and he just expresses it differently. But him having that talk with her and seeing her, and seeing her just kind of snap out of this, and had like a playful moment with Colton, and let's just chill on the like boyfriend stuff.
No, I don't think she wants that, but I think she wants to lighten the mood
and have a life and engage with people, but like laying in the weeds and having that thought of Ennis and seeing his face, and then her opening her eyes and be like, I see color again. Like, that's really good. And it was just a very emotional and quite brutal episode, up to the point where positive things started happening for them, up to the point where Nikki's like, they're gonna die. Because
I'm just saying,
we've seen enough stuff. We've seen enough stuff to where something positive happens, something bad is right around the corner. So
exactly,
it feels like that's obviously coming, because they've got another river to cross. This one seems worse than the last one,
and it seems apparently it's going to only get worse.
Yeah, I mean, they've got mountains, and again, they've got human element that they got to deal with, and Mother Nature that they got to deal with. But I mean, Noemi, that was a really nice moment too. She's like, come on, bro. You're doing all this stuff to try to like protect me and keep me happy. That's love, dude. Let's go. Come on. And it's like, okay. Thomas is like, you're right. So that was a great moment for them too. I feel like they both definitely needed that. And the idea that he went out of his way to take the money and whatever he had left to like trade for that mirror, like, that says a lot. It's like, no, you're not just like some guardian supervisor guy. You've got something here, buddy.
You softened.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, this show continues to be brutal. It's emotional. I mean, the conversation, obviously Margaret was a little drunk when she like blamed James what.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Your baby's not your baby anymore.
I mean,
she's been through some things.
And that was like our first thought, was like, holy shit, how is this going to change her? But it looks like she's kind of recovered from that. But the idea...
recovered, but different.
Yeah. But the idea that James is like, I don't forgive myself for this. kind of thing, and like
yeah,
wrote
I got
off.
myself into this.
Yeah,
or
so, like,
us into this.
He fully embraces the responsibility and the impact of what's happening. I just don't think he needs that extra, like, I'm never gonna forgive you for this kind of, like, he doesn't need that. I feel like he's taking responsibility for everything that goes down. And obviously they had that quick little I forgive you and it's like, okay, it's fine. But I mean, they've got a really good relationship. They've clearly got a strong relationship. They have to with what they've dealt with. But I'm wondering if they're going to actually show us this crossing, or are we just going to see like the aftermath of what happens? Because it definitely doesn't feel good.
No.
And one quick thought, I'm a little concerned about this cook. Did he?
Okay. But did he get all the stuff?
Or did he take advantage? Because he kind of disappeared after that moment. Like, we hadn't seen him again.
Like, write it all down. Yeah.
I worry that, you know, and this is the way it goes when you watch reactions with us and we have journeys and new people join the crew. I don't trust them and I never will. And I mean, I guess I will at some point. Never say never. But it's just one of those things where you're bringing 2 new people onto your crew. Makes me a little nervous.
I don't know. Colton seems okay. Kind of a goof.
Yeah. I mean,
but I'm worried about the cook, yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. Everything makes me nervous, and these relationships and these people and everything about it is just so intense. It's nerve-wracking. This river again, like, I don't even know if it's the depth of the river, but like the bank of it seems so much more steep.
Wild.
Yeah.
It seems wild.
It's like how do you get a wagon? Like, the animals, they're tall enough, they'll figure it out, especially if they like it. They can swim to it. But it's like, how do you get like a old wagon like that to go down that creek to where it's not going to just smash apart? Like, that part, that was the first thing. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed was how deep and steep that bank was. So I don't know. This show, I mean, it breaks your heart every episode. So I'm fully expecting to do the same thing in this next one. But another really good one. We're continuing our journey. They mentioned Wyoming. I'm wondering if that's going to be the birth of like the train station or anything like that. I think it'll be pretty interesting. If
what do they care if they kill somebody? They'll just leave them out in the open.
I mean, that's how it starts. But maybe they feel like the need, like, oh, we need to throw this dude down this cliff right here. It's like, oh, and then it ends up becoming what it becomes. But yeah, I'm curious if that was like something that we'll see on this journey or not. But any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave all your thoughts. Leave your comments down below. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.